Good evening, Tottenham fans. This is as serious as it gets. It can't get no more serious. But somebody please tell the players this, because for some reason, in a game, a must-win game at home in front of the fans, they didn't turn up again. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, you know, we went 1-0 up. We showed a bit of fight in the second half. First of all, when we went 1-0 up, we had about 20 to 25% possession. We was not in the game at all. Secondly, the second half wasn't us playing better. That was Crystal Palace taking their foot off the gas. So please don't mistake the two. Spurs did not play very well in the second half. They had all of the ball because Crystal Palace let them have all of the ball. So let's not get mistaken by that. Anyway, we have one last chance to get this right. I don't think Tudor's the guy. 3 games in, not 1 ounce of a manager bounce. The players don't seem to be taken to him. And to be fair, the players don't seem to be taken to anyone. Maybe the players are the actual problem here. But Tudor is not getting a tune out of them. He has to go. We have to do it quick. We have to do it as soon as possible. He stays, we're going to get relegated. Same as when it was with Frank. If he stayed, we're relegated. We have one last chance. And hear me out here, because a lot of people won't agree with this, but I'll tell you my thoughts on why. We need to get Harry Redknapp back. We need to get him back just for the last 9 games, just to kick these boys up the arse. Harry Redknapp will come in. That's what he'll do. He's been in relegation battles before. He knows the Premier League. He'll come in and he'll see who's up for the fight and who isn't. And he'll quickly determine who isn't. And they won't be playing. I promise you that. And if there's not enough people to play because of injuries, or there's just not enough people that are up for the fight, he will turn to the academy and he will say to the academy, if you're up for the fight, I'll play you. But you need to be up for it. Because he knows at this stage of the season, when you're in a relegation battle, it's not about quality. It's not about formations. It's not about a back 3. It's about fight, heart, desire. It's about trying to win every duel, trying to do everything you can for the badge, trying to do everything you can for the fans. Heart and desire is what is going to get us out of relegation. And I think Harry Redknapp would bring that to this squad. He's a very, very good man-to-man coach. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get the best out of players as well. He won't be pissing about with a 5-3-2. He'll be playing us in a 4-4-2. He'll be putting all of our players in their rightful positions and telling them to go and express themselves. He will not be making it overcomplicated. He'll be telling them, this is your position. You know your position. Go out and do it. This is why Harry Redknapp needs to be here, because he'll do it simple. We need simple. That's what we need right now. We need passion, heart, and simplicity. And that's what Harry Redknapp will bring. So all the people now are saying, oh, he's too old. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's already said he'll accept the job. He said he'll come in and he said he'll do it. Maybe with his age, bring in a Sherwood next to him, a Tim Sherwood. Bring in Michael Dawson, Jermaine Defoe. Show these players what Tottenham actually means and what it means to play for this big, big club. This is our last chance to do something. If we don't do something now, we will get relegated. We, at the moment, are the worst team in the league. By far the worst team in the league. And the reason why, it's not quality. It's passion and fight and commitment. We haven't got any of that. And on top of all of that, we haven't got any confidence. Now, if you haven't got any confidence on top of all that, everything goes wrong. And you start making stupid mistakes like Mickey van der Ven, pulling the striker back when he didn't need to. Vicario was coming out to grab that Van der Ven stupidity because his confidence has dropped. He's panicking. He didn't know what he was doing. And he's just not rationally thinking. He's just going out and doing stupid things like that. Vicario, time and time again, kicking the ball off the pitch because they're not thinking straight. because they're not with it. I don't think they understand the severity of what's happening. If Spurs go down, they may not come back up because of the amount of debts we've got. We could end up being deducted points by not being able to pay debts. It's serious. It's very, very serious. And if Tudor stays, I'll be massively surprised if we got anything from the Atletico games and the Liverpool game. I think we'll lose all three and he'll be sacked anyway. So isn't it a better idea to just, for once, Tottenham be proactive and actually just go and start looking for a Harry Redknapp to save us? Because at the moment, it's looking bleak. There's not many Spurs fans now that don't think we're going down, because it's very serious now. This is our one chance, one last chance to turn this around. We have to get this next appointment right. Otherwise, it's over. It'll be over for us. I did a short video the other day and I said, I'm done. I can never be done because of my loyalty to this club. You know, if we do go down, I'll still be here. I'll still be making videos. I'll still be going to games. I know I will. But do you think ENIC has exploited our loyalty way too much now? They bring in mediocre players. We support it because we want to support the players. One thing I want to get off my chest is, please stop blaming the fans for this demise. When I hear things like the fans are part of the problem, or it's the fans that have let this happen, or it's if the fans stood up more, then this wouldn't have happened. Our only job is to support the team. Our only job is to do that. We're not the ones that signed these players. We're not the ones that have had the low wage structure. We're not the ones that have got ENIC in control. We just go and support our club. You know, if we didn't support them, they'd have no one there. I just don't understand this fans taking all the crap. They haven't done anything wrong. All they've done is supported their club, even when it was bad. We knew ENIC was shit. It doesn't mean like most fans don't like their owners. You look at most fans, they don't like their owners. But it's just getting to a point now where everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, it's toxic. Everywhere, from top to bottom at Spurs now, everything is toxic. I believe 100% that Langer should be gone. 100%. If you're head of recruitment and your team is in relegation battle, then you haven't done your job properly. If you don't complete your KPIs in most jobs, you get sacked, or you get laid off, or you get replaced by someone better. Now, there's news that Dougie Freedman might be coming in to work with Langer. That's a massive mistake. Get rid of Lang and bring Dougie Freedman in. He's done it on his own before, and he's done a fantastic job at Crystal Palace. The amount of top signings he made at Crystal Palace was unreal. Langer needs to be out of the picture completely. We can't keep him around. It would be stupid if we did that. Now, if ENIC end up selling, and I believe they won't sell if we get relegated, by the way. So if you're wishing that we get relegated to get rid of ENIC, that's not how it will pan out. ENIC are not going to sell for half the price, because that's how much we'll be worth. Half the price of what they can get now for us. So they will be praying next year that we go back up again. They can make a bit more money and then sell. That's what their plan will be. They won't leave, I'm telling you. But if we stay up this season, ENIC might think enough's enough now. Everybody hates us. Let's just leave. They might do it. But they need to go. And I've heard that Amanda Staveley might be coming in as well, and she will be absolutely excellent. She did a brilliant job at Newcastle. She signed some top players as well while she was there. She's already said that she would get a Dougie Freedman in if she took over Spurs, which for me would be like match made in heaven. And if those two bring in Pochettino as well, Pochettino that's backed by the board, we could be elite again. This is why I'm so worried about going down, because there's so much potential and opportunity if we stayed up to be a top side. As long as we get rid of ENIC, Langer, Vinay, he's not escaping this either. What the hell does Vinay do at this club? Nothing. He's just an Arsenal fan. We got to get him out as well. Players, that are not fighting for us at the moment, players that are just not good enough. We need to overhaul the squad too. There's so much that needs to be done, but it can be done. It can be done. That's the thing. Football changes so quickly. It was only about 15 years ago, I think 15, 20 years ago, Man City were in League One. Look at them now, winning multiple Premier Leagues time and time and time again. Man United were winning multiple Premier Leagues. They haven't won one for over a decade now. Things change in football. I'm just hoping that it changes for the better for us in the next month or so. But this is our last chance. This next appointment has to be right. We have to get it spot on. If we don't get it spot on, we will get relegated. And it's so sad to say that. I never thought I'd see the day. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you bring Harry Redknapp back? We need something to change around. Otherwise, we're doomed. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs.